Hello, Gabrielle here. I am wanting to do a vlog on the current point I am looking at and facing in my process in walking. And this point has been a form of humbleness as well as slowing down. I have created over the years a specific way of walking my process and a specific way of who I am within how I walk my process. I've done it kind of alone, and I have done it within a form of comfortability because I hadn't really ever had a point or a accountability factor directly in my life. And 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago, me and my partner started an agreement, which is a relationship, but we're supporting each other to live to our utmost potential. So we have committed to walking that together, and supporting each other to become equals. And within this process that opened up with my partner, I was faced with now a point of accountability and direct living, cross-referencing, and self-honesty check. So it's been really challenging, but as well there's been so many gifts as well. And before I started this agreement process, I kind of wanted to get into an agreement. I had a certain idea of it, and kind of am saying this just as a point of realizing that an agreement is not something that's like it makes your process easier or it makes things more smooth and better because you're walking, I'm walking with a Destonian in terms of someone who's directly applying the Desteni-I-Process. So, I thought it was going to be quite cool and quite smooth because we're aligned. And of course that was created as an idea before I got in the relationship. And so when we started walking this process, the reality set in that I have to face myself directly, physically, and face who I have become within my own mind and my own living, and realize that I have points still that are needing to be changed and investigated and opened up, but obviously within that it's an amazing opportunity because you move within agreements. You have to face these points, and you have to face yourself with another person. And what opens up is really like a birthing, in a sense of my agreement partner and myself walking together. So it's been really interesting because it's something that I couldn't have conceived or really known before I started walking this process, but it has made me become, again, like I said in the beginning of this video, more humble and slowing down, because I have to stand within, points that are difficult at times with my partner, because, challenges just come up, and you have to push change within yourself, to also stand in the agreement and, do the best, so to speak, that you can do in the moment to move the agreement process forward, or move the relationship process to form something that is an agreement. And this has to be created each step of the way. So it's like a recreation of everything that we have believed to be what is fact, or what is right, what is real. And you have to come together. And me and him were strangers in the beginning of this. I mean, I did buddy him for a year. That's where we met, and we got together pretty quickly in terms of first meeting. So we were very fresh in terms of not knowing each other, and really starting from a baseline of, there's no form of understanding between us in terms of who he was and who I was. So we had to learn from the start and from scratch. Like any relationship, really, but there was no, like, a relationship in my past started with feelings, like, attraction and things like that. And with our agreement, it was decided upon based on a commitment to walk what is best for all, and really walk the agreement into something that is supportive for both of us. So it wasn't based on feelings, but it was based on principle. So that's something that was new for me, and I'm pretty sure for him as well. So it was like a new beginning, so to speak, that was very organic and unknown. So walking into this agreement, for myself, I had to really face, our ways of living were like opposites, because I was more shy and introverted, and he's very extroverted and social. So, there was things about myself and things about him that pushed each of our resistances and our application, and really walking step by step to build a support for each other, and to stand within ourselves, to stand as a support for the other and ourselves within, say, conflict that comes up, or agreements that we have to make. And yeah, so it's been challenging, in the sense that you really face who you are, and who you're going to be in the face of challenges and agreement processing with another person. You face challenges because you have to merge, and based on who you are, it's there's conflict that's going to arise, and you have to find solutions. So through this, it's brought many gifts, and realizing that what we've been through and what we've walked thus far has opened up like an expression within each of us that, an expression within myself that I've never seen before. So I can see how he's supporting me, as well as how I'm supporting myself within this process of agreement. So it's been, so I just wanted to speak a bit on that and share some insight into agreement, what agreements are like from, someone who's walked it for the last 2 years. So you walk, the tools that are here: self-forgiveness, self-correction, self-change, and finding solutions and doing what is best. And through that, the labor that you put in, fruit starts to grow, and you benefit from the work put in. So, through the challenges comes gifts and stability within myself as well as within our agreement. So this is the foundation for new relationships to come, and it's quite a fascinating journey, as well as extremely supportive and substantial within who you become when facing such challenges and pushing to find solutions and moving yourself in the face of resistance and emotion and your thoughts and all that comes with conflict and inner conflict and such. So it pushes yourself to, I would say, close to the limit. So it's challenging again, but it is amazing to see where we've been and where we stand today, and that there's still so much potential within who we are, and it just shows that through walking this process, everybody who walks it, the potential that starts to emerge through standing and supporting yourself to correct yourself and change yourself and become aligned with what is best, and supporting people and supporting life and standing as solutions, and never giving up on yourself and keep persevering forward. And through that, again, bears gifts, and this is what is to come in terms of walking this process and who we can be as a new human being, or a new way of living that has never been done before. So it's pretty awesome, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity I have here to walk this process and get the support I've been given through people that have supported me, as well as my agreement partner. So I'm just grateful, and I'm also grateful for continuing to stand and walk this process and keep standing until life is here and life is in support of all. And that takes a process, and eventually that will come as we stand, as we share ourselves, as we move through fears and correct ourselves. The rewards will come forward, and the fear and the so-called problems will start to be corrected. So I suggest all to check out the Desteni-I-Process and the agreement course if you're interested in walking in agreement. Either you can walk it alone with yourself first, and then when you get the opportunity to walk with another, you can be ready for that. Or you can just walk the Desteni-I-Process courses that are out there, which is purifying yourself within. So there's many opportunities and courses to support you if you see value in this, which I hope you do. And I think that's all I wanted to share. So thanks for listening and enjoy. Bye.